speaking to the Israelites, right? He says the ox knows his owner. Read.
And the ass, his master's crib.
And even an ass knows where he comes from. So the ox knows who takes care of him, and even a donkey knows where he comes from. Read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
The same people that Jesus Christ said he came for. Read.
Do not know.
They don't know who they are today. They don't know where they come from. So now what are they calling themselves? You call yourselves black. You call yourselves Hispanic. But you are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites.
That's right.
That's who you are. Christ said, Isaiah said through the Spirit of Christ that they would not know who they are. Read it again.
The ox know his owner. And the ass his master's crib. But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But who?
Israel.
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's what you're being called today. But God says, but who?
But Israel.
That's who you are. You are the Israelites. You are Israel. Read.
Do not know.
Israel does not know who they are today. But guess what? Not only do you not know who you are, but why are you not trying to figure it out? This is why. We're reading the prophecy. Read.
My people.
God says his people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, read.
Do not consider.
They don't even consider. They don't even think about it. They don't even ask a question of why am I called Hispanic? What does that mean? Why do I call myself black? What does that mean? Is that a nationality? No. But guess what? God prophesied that you won't even consider who you are. Because we've been brought so low. We've been destroyed as a people. Your identity was taken from you. Your nationality was taken from you. Your culture was taken from you. And now what we do? Backwards hats is our culture now. Sagging our pants is our culture now. Rap music that destroys our community is now our culture. Why? Because God says the Israelites wouldn't know who they are. They don't know that they're the children of God.
That's right.
Read it again.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know.
The Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you don't know that you're the children of God. But it's high time that you wake up out of sleep, because God has sent this prophets to wake you up. This word will not go out void. You better go home and do some research. You better go get on that computer and stay off Facebook and learn who you are. It's thousands of classes and information. You gotta wake up. God is calling his people in the last days. But you gotta know who you are. You are the Israelites. You're not black. You're not Hispanic. You are not Native American. You are God's chosen people. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. I want to show y'all how important y'all is. Because y'all hear in the Bible, but you don't know how important it is for you to know who you are. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
God says that the Israelites, which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, guess what? He says you are a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The word holy means you're set apart. The word holy means you're not supposed to be mingled amongst everybody else. The word holy means that you're his favorite people. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
To be a what?
A special people.
I bet they thought I made that up. God says that you are a special people. Oh, but no. America says everybody's equal. Everybody's the children of God. That ain't what God said. That ain't what the Bible says. We're reading the King James Bible. you doing, sis? You believe in the Bible? You do? Okay. Let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a question. Right here on the other side of this sign, right? On the other side of this sign, right? Who is this guy right here? This is Jesus, right? Okay. In your church, do they have this image of Jesus? No, but this is what we've been taught, correct? So, what's your name? Natalie. My name is Michael, right? I want to tell the people, right? Everybody, look. Natalie said that this was Jesus, and I'm not trying to bust you out because everybody probably think this is Jesus, right? Natalie said that this white man on the sign right here is Jesus Christ. That's what Natalie said, right? We want to go in the Bible, right? And I want to show you, right, what Jesus Christ really looked like, right? Because the only place that is spoken on the earth about Jesus Christ is where? In the Bible. In the Bible. So, would you believe that it has what he looks like in there? Maybe, right? But you've never read it, right? Have you ever read it? You been running? You was running? Where you going? I got one scripture for you. Watch this.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it says, so it's starting off with a description. I want to go to the very first verse so you can see who it's talking about. Watch this.
Verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The revelation of who?
Of Jesus Christ.
So the word revelation means to reveal, right? So they're going to show us Jesus Christ. It's going to reveal him to you. Watch this.
Which God, verse 14.
Finish it out.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants.
So God gave this to John the Revelator to show unto his servants. Watch this. Jump down to verse 14 so we can get the description. She got to go.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
It says the hair on his head and his hairs, meaning his face, they were white in color and woolly in texture. Watch this.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So sometimes, you know, when you're tired, your eyes get red. You know what I'm saying? Your uncle might be drinking some wine, his eyes get red, or some beer, right? So Jesus Christ, the whites of his eyes were red, right? Watch this.
And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
So the first description was that his head would be white and woolly. Is this woolly hair? Wool. You know what wool is? No? You ever seen a sheep? Right? A sheep look like he got an afro all over his body. Is this an afro? No. So is this wool? This is not wool. So we're reading the description of Jesus. Remember it said he's going to reveal Jesus Christ. So this guy don't have an afro, right? Is it white and is it woolly? No, it's not, right? Watch this. And then it says his feet. Start right there.
And his feet.
And it says his feet, right? You got Crocs on. Let's say you had sandals. Jesus Christ didn't wear no Crocs. You understand? He had sandals on, right? So when they looked down at his feet, what color was his feet?
Like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? Pull a penny out of your pocket. What color is that? Like a goldish brown, right? But if you had to put that color on a person, what color would he be? Like a brown person, right? So if so they look down at his feet, right? Is your feet dark brown and your hands light brown? No. So they looked down at his feet and his feet was brown, right? But how brown was it?
As if they burned in a furnace.
Wait a minute. They were so brown that they looked like they burned in a furnace. So if his feet was that dark, right? Look at his feet. Is his feet so brown as if it burned in a furnace? Is his feet, who is this guy then? You don't know? Then guess what? They lied to you. This guy's real name is Cesare Borgia. They painted him as Jesus thousands of years ago. But this ain't real. This ain't who Jesus is. Jesus looks more like a depiction of this guy. We're not saying this is him, right? But remember, it said his skin was so brown as if it burned in a furnace. And it said he had white and woolly hair, right? Right? You see the candles behind them? Jump up to verse, what is that, 10?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. I want to show you this real quick.
Verse 13.
Verse 13, read.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks.
In the midst of the what?
7 candlesticks.
Let's count the candles right here. Watch this. It says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the midst of the candlesticks, watch this.
One like unto the Son of Man.
One like unto who?
The Son of Man.
That was a nickname that they gave to Jesus, right? They called him the Son of Man, right? So when they called him the Son of Man, he said, in the midst of the golden candlesticks, is one like unto the Son of Man. So that was the description that we just read. This is what he looks like. This is what Jesus Christ would look like if he walked the earth today. They would call him a so-called black man. That's what they would call him, right? But they've lied to you. You got something? They've lied to you and told you that this was Jesus Christ. Now they got you praying to an idol. Christmas is surrounded by this man. Am I lying though? My sister right here. Am I lying? Christmas is surrounded by this man. But is this Jesus Christ? Did we just read this in the Bible? So this is not Jesus. Whenever you go to church or anywhere, you got to understand that if they got this on the wall, they about to tell you a lie.
Right.
You understand? If they passing you this in a pamphlet, they about to tell you a lie.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support